Yoel, we have a spectacular view of Jerusalem right now, high atop the old city walls. Set the scene for us. Where are we right now?
We are from this side looking at Mount Zion, right over here. Mount Zion. In the back we saw the first house that was built outside of the old city where the borderline was. On your left side you can see the Armenian Quarter. We are just walking now on top of the palace of King Herod.
King Herod the Great, the mad king, the mad builder.
The mad builder, the mad king, right. He is the man who built the temple that we know that our sages of blessed memory said, the one who did not see King Herod's temple did not see beauty in his life. But I've heard that somebody said that the palace of King Herod was more beautiful than the temple. Yes. Well, why is that, you know? Because Herod loved Herod more than anything in the world. Herod, as we know, killed his wife, etc., etc., killed his children, killed all the sages of blessed memory. But he has a great right. He had the right to build a temple. And
yeah, the second temple.
The second temple, and he had built himself very beautiful palaces, Caesarea,
Masada, Caesarea,
Herodian.
Yeah. He's got quite a legacy still.
That is right. But the mountain of Mount Zion is here. You know, the word Zion refers to Jerusalem. And as I told you about the secrets of the Torah, the word Zion is the inner name of the word Jerusalem.
Well, Yoel, we have an audience here. We have some great students from Israel touring the old city walls of Jerusalem. Hey, we've been talking a lot about the ancient history of Jerusalem today, the old city, the walls around this great city, first temple, second temple, but let's take it up to the current day. I'm thinking 1948, 1967, where we are standing right now, played a pivotal role in both of those conflicts. Tell us about it.
Absolutely. 1948, 1967, we are in Jordan.
This was Jordan.
This is Jordan. Behind this wall, Israel. Behind the wall is Israel. I lived not far away from here, half a mile. From 1967, I'm a 14-year-old boy. But I have no chance, no possibility to come into the old city.
You couldn't stand right here.
I couldn't stand right here. I couldn't go to the Western Wall. And I wanted to go to the Western Wall.
Of course.
So what did we do? Where I used to live, not far away, like I told you, right over there, there was barbed wire. Because it was no man's land. But we wanted to go across to be able to look down here. We used to jump over the barbed wire, you know? Now I'm in Jordan, now I'm in Israel. We literally did that. Yeah. And there were minefields.
And there were snipers.
There were snipers.
On these very walls, right? Jordanian snipers.
Right. But we were a bit far, half a mile.
Okay.
From that. Okay. So we knew that. But there were minefields.
Yeah.
But we knew exactly where they were. But we went and we have these 300 yards to look over the old city of Jerusalem. We were kids, not a very wise thing to do.
Yeah.
But in order to look at the old city of Jerusalem, that place that we longed so much, we said, by the river, so much to come here, to come back here. And then 1967, it did happen.
A miracle.
A miracle, what I saw with my own eyes, how it happened in 6 days, bang, and we are here. And we can go to the Western Wall, we can go to this. So the walls that we see here were separating us from this place.
And you longed, the Jewish people longed for their ancestral eternal capital for 2,000 years, and you were right outside the walls.
And then the miracle happened, and we came back here, the first time in the history of the world that a nation returns to its land, to its language, to its holy places.
Only God.
Only God.
And now we have these students. You were a young boy, Yoel, 14 years old, longing to come inside these old city walls. Now we have Israeli students visiting. You see them all around us today, visiting here freely and enjoying their eternal and ancestral capital. It's a beautiful thing to see.
That is. And they don't even know what it was like. Yeah. And it's so good. It's so good that they can walk through this Lion Gate, Zion Gate. Yeah. Lion Gate is down there. Yeah. Through the gate without any fear into the holy city of Jerusalem. Yeah. Remarkable thing.
How about today? How about the old city walls today? This seems like a very, very big tourist attraction and a source of pride for Israel and the Jewish people.
David Ben-Gurion, which was once upon a time the Prime Minister of Israel, in 1967 he was not a Prime Minister. He was not in the government. But he had a suggestion to destroy the walls of the old city. Really? He said, unite the city by destroying its walls. Well, there was an interesting thought, but I don't think it was practical, and I'm glad he did not do it, actually. Because here are walls inside the city that is already united. It's not any walls that separate. And although there are many religions here, and we see the Dome of the Rock, and we see the churches, here is a church here, St. James, and there is a wall, but there is no wall in the heart, and that's the most important thing.
That's right.
I want to continue the tour on the walls to bring you to the entrance to the holiest place in the world for us, to the entrance to the temple. So we're going to walk from here to see the original stairs that led us into the temple.
To the Holy of Holies.
To the Holy of Holies, to the presence of God Almighty.
You're well, please lead the way.
Very well.